After 5 years of consistent grinding and hard work, I finally qualified for the most difficult meet to make in the entire country, the Indoor National Championship, where only the top 16 fastest people in their individual event get to go and compete for a national title. And within these last 5 years, I've gone from a 154-800 to a 146-800. I've gone from a 119-600 to a 115-600. And all it took was me running really slow times, really fast times, and everything else in between. But the most important factor to all this is me transferring to the fastest 800-meter school in the entire nation and training with some of the world's fastest 800-meter runners. So this is how the national meet ended up going.
Still the meet record holder and Colin Solomon of Northern Arizona with the best time in the country this year. There are the lane assignments. Basically cutting the field in half. 16 qualified to be here in Fayetteville. They're cutting this field to 8 for tomorrow.
You mentioned Colin Solomon. He is not in this field because he's opting to run the distance medley relay and the 3,000 meters. So coming in, Handel Roban appears to be the clear favorite among those who qualified. He has two of his Nittany Lions teammates with him as well.
Rivaldo Marshall there you can see with the headband out into lane 2, staying out of trouble, but making his way up to the top 4 on the second lap.
Rivaldo Marshall has won an NCAA title in this event. He's actually second to the back right now as he's kind of navigating his way through some traffic, but won an NCAA indoor title at 800 meters previously when he was at Iowa. He and his teammate Tyrese Taylor, who is also in this heat, highly motivated coming off the SEC championships just a couple of weeks ago, certainly with major team implications on the line, also just wanting to get back on top of that NCAA championship podium.
51.3 for the first 400 meters. That is Taylor in 3 for Arkansas, in third spot for Arkansas. Marshall kind of languishing in the back, well out of automatic qualifying spot.
How about Penn State with 3 athletes in this heat? They qualified 4 overall. We'll get 1 in the second heat as well. So team tactics up front with Roban making a move into the lead.
Marshall did the same thing in qualifying at the SEC meet and barely qualified on time. Now he's making the best of it, getting into the top 3. 2 Razorbacks in the top 3. Marshall coming on strong at the end. It is still Handel Roban. It's pretty much a dead heat at the end, but it doesn't matter. They both automatically qualify. So 2 Razorbacks through automatically, but Marshall had to do expend a lot of energy in that last 200 or so meters in order to get himself into an automatic spot.
But got the job done in what is a critical event for Arkansas, advancing these 2 athletes on to the final. You can see they had completely independent race strategies, so Rivaldo Marshall really able to tap into great strength on the close. Tyrese Taylor looked fantastic over the final 200 meters. He has great 400 meter speed. You can see teammate Rivaldo Marshall getting pulled along, but Handel Roban just completely smooth, especially over the second part of that race, having his teammate up there as well.
So a lot of people have been asking me, are you upset with how the race went? And to be completely honest, I'm really not. You know, the national meet is one of those meets where I've been trying to get into for the last 5 years. I have not been even close to making it to this track meet. And to even make it here and be second team All-American is honestly one of the best accomplishments that I have in my entire track career, and the best way that I could have ended my collegiate indoor season, especially coming off how my last season went. My last season was not successful at all. I barely made the Big Ten final, and then when I did, I got 8th place. And to go from number, I think, 43rd in the nation to the number 17th fastest guy in the nation and then finishing 12th in the nation, I think that's a huge accomplishment, and just showing, you know, how far self-belief and hard work can go. And then going back to the Big Ten championship, that was one of the best ways to close out my last indoor Big Ten championship ever, to finally get a medal, to have a collegiate record for only 2 days, but still running 115 and PRing by over a second. I could not have imagined any of this last year. considering where I was at mentally and physically. And so to come back and being able to inspire a bunch of people, like there have been so many people that have been coming up to me in these track meets, and honestly it's such a good feeling to know that the YouTube channel, all the social media stuff has an impact on the next generation of runners. And there's even people who don't even run who like watching the content, you know. And that's the reason why I started all of this, you know. I didn't come in the fastest guy, and I'm definitely not leaving the fastest guy in the world, but to have an impact and to be able to inspire a lot of people out there just for what I do every single day, which is just go train, run, and try to have a good time doing it. You have no idea how fulfilling that is as a, not only as an athlete, but as a runner as well. And I hope that this channel can help inspire anybody else who wants to go and do big things in the track and field world, or even life in general. Just because at the beginning, you know, I didn't think I can do any of this, you know, like there was a time where I was really considering quitting track, like right out of high school, you know, when COVID hit and it was my senior year. I genuinely was almost threw in the towel and didn't do any of this stuff. I didn't almost go to Nebraska and, you know, start this YouTube channel or really do any of it. I was literally just about to go to work and just live an ordinary life. But I knew that I was placed here to do bigger things and greater things. And the people that I've met along the way, the runners that I've met, the people that I've met, the coaches I've interacted with, I mean, you have to bet on yourself at the end of the day. If you want to go and do big things, you're going to have to go out there and take big risks. And honestly, when I was hurt freshman year, I felt like a nobody. When I was watching people go out there, win Big Ten titles, go to nationals, I knew that I was destined to do it, but I wasn't able to do it. And my buddy Alan Clay, who you see to the right of me, you know, he was about to quit track as well at Texas A&M. He was ready to throw in the towel, and now he's one of the best in the world. He's at the World Championships today versus Cooper Luckenhaus, and he's one of the fastest ever to do it in the entire NCAA. And so that's why at the end of the day, you just have to bet in yourself and keep on grinding. And the way that I've developed and the character development throughout these last 4 or 5 years has honestly been insane. Like the runner that I was even 2 years ago is nowhere near to the runner I am today. Like the knowledge that I have on training, on diet, on sleep, on mentality, on race tactics, it's literally just been building up over the years. Like if you think one bad race defines you, you're completely wrong, because there is so much to be learned through each win, through each loss, and in each, you know, mediocre race, or each race where you kind of plateau. I ran 147 8 times before I ran 146. My buddy Handel, who ran 145, 144, and 142, he ran 145 I think 7 times before he finally broke into the 144 barrier and then had a huge breakthrough with the 142 mark, you know. And so if you're stuck at the 150s or even the 2s or anything near there, just know that you're due for a big race if you're consistently running a specific time. Rather you just have to get into a faster race, or rather it is you just have to go out there and try a different strategy. Just go out there and give it your best shot, because you never know when your next race is going to be your PR. When I was in the transfer portal last year, I genuinely was considering quitting. I genuinely was like, listen, this is too many coaches. I hate going through this recruiting process again. I'm not going to deal with any of this. I genuinely was ready to throw in the towel and call it quits. But, you know, God had bigger plans. And now I'm here today at one of the fastest schools in the entire nation for my specific event, the 800-meter run. And I'm hopefully pursuing becoming a pro after this, and, you know, going to the Olympics in 2028. You know, like all the pro runners that you see, you know, they've all gone through what you've gone through. You know, they've been in high school where, you know, they weren't even the fastest guy in their conference or their school. They've been in college where they weren't even the fastest guy in their team or their conference or even the nation. And then, but they just stuck with it. They stuck with it. They stuck with it. And then look at where they're at today, you know, pro contracts. And you will have those rare cases where you have the young guys going crazy, you know. You got guys like Jordan Anthony, who just won the 60. You got guys like Miles, who won the 4. And then you got guys like Cooper, who's just been sensational to watch. But you can't compare yourself to those type of guys, you know. They all have different journeys. We all were put here to do different things at different time periods. Comparison's the thief of joy. And it took me a real long time to realize that. But I'm serious. Like, if what I post doesn't motivate you, then I don't know what will. Because I literally show all the losses too. I don't just show me winning, bro. Like this YouTube channel has more losses on it than it does winning. Like, go back to my older videos and look at all the videos that I've posted. It literally is me running 148s and losing, me running 147s and losing, me running 149s, 150s, me literally getting last place in some races, and then me having to go back to the YouTube channel and say, hey guys, check out this race. I just got rolled by this guy, that guy, you know? And it's not easy to post that type of stuff. It's not easy to go out there and literally showcase yourself losing and sucking and literally not doing good. But it makes it all worth it when you can finally go out there and have that breakthrough race. You know, when I finally ran 146 for the first time, that was the most fulfilling feeling ever. And then right when I did it, the first thing I said to myself, yo, that was pretty cool. But now let's go out there and try for 145, you know? So, I mean, it's a never ending cycle of always, you know, expecting more for yourself and pushing yourself to be the best version of yourself. And you have to sometimes stop and realize at the end of the day that, you know, it's a real blessing to go out here and, you know, perform in front of an audience like this, have a race set up. Like, it honestly is a huge blessing to go out there and go out there and compete, man. Like, there's nothing better than that. You're never going to be this young again. You're never going to have an opportunity to become, you know, this type of runner again. You know, like, all this stuff is limited, and you never know when your next PR is your last, you know. And so just take every opportunity and go out there and, you know, give it your all, man, because that's what I do every single race, to inspire you guys and hopefully push you guys to become the best version of yourself as a runner and as a person. So I hope this YouTube channel has pushed you to run something fast, and I hope that you run something crazy this upcoming outdoor season, man. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the journey so far, but we are far from over, and get ready for a sensational outdoor season. So this has been Nico Schultz. Thank you all for who have been watching. A special shout out to those who have been watching since the beginning of my journey, and get ready for something crazy fast this upcoming outdoor season.